And so the person must be born again. It simply means you have the same inheritance, you have the same culture of faith, you're from the same environment of spirituality of the world. You are of the same kingdom. It does not matter the denomination. You could come from Christ Embassy and marry somebody from a deeper light. You could come from Assemblies of God. It does not matter the denomination. What matters is it born again? Does it have the same emblem, the same identity with you? We're talking about men, the will of God, the marriage. So it begins with that. It must be somebody that has the fear of God. There is a measure of the fear of God. There is a measure of the fear of God. You don't just come into a relationship or somebody wants to get married to and you're not giving yes or no. What before you say I do, and he's asking you to come to bed with him and to experience premarital sex. No. There must be the fear of God, because the fear of God is the source of wisdom. The fear of God is the source of inspiration. The fear of God is the source of open heaven. A lot. And that is why the bed must not be defiled from God. Knowing the will of God. Number two, thirdly, knowing the will of God. You must visibly, you could hear a voice. God can tell you, this is what the person I have for you. You could got a revelation. There could be an inspiration concerning a given person. You can simply have an interpretation to it. I've seen some families where the man was, like, personally for me, I heard God spoke to me and said, this is your wife. So is there. The fourth one, to know the will of God, is that the person come around you, either asks your hand in marriage, is that you have peace. The peace of heart. The peace that passes all understanding. The peace that cannot be interpreted. You don't know how to go about it. But you have a peace. That is the peace of God that flows from inside you. It is the peace that nobody can give. It is the peace that no money can give. I'm not talking about the peace that money gives. I'm not talking about the peace that boyfriend or girlfriend gives. I'm not talking about the peace that whatever. No. I'm talking about the peace that comes from God. You have that peace inside. One of my little daughter that came in to marry, and we're asking her, I was thinking that as a daughter under my umbrella, she would have said, oh, God spoke to me about this man. She said, Dad, no. I didn't hear, but as this, among all the men that came, this man came and I have the peace. I've tried to resist. But I have peace. Yeah. It is an indication of the will. The fifth one that is an indication of the will is that you have joy. That is an overflowing. You have joy inside you. And the present joy is very important. It is the joy that leads into excitement. It is the joy that leads you into being assured. It is that joy that leads you, so you have a joy inside you. And the third one to know the will of God is what I call personal conviction. It is part of it. Personal conviction. Identifying the will of God. Personal conviction. And then our next broadcast possibly, I may also start from there. Marriage is not built on money. It's not built on money. Because those things I've just mentioned can disappear at any time. Your beautiful young lady can have an accident and the beauty can disappear. Your beautiful young man something can happen. It's also not built on money. This is money. Money is good. Money answered all faith. Money is good. Yeah, I believe in that. I preach in that. But that is not the yardstick for a successful marriage. No, it's not. There's the original intention of God in every relationship, mostly when it is connected to marriage. Some are not enjoying their marriage. And then a lot of things can be attached to it. In our next broadcast, I shall be talking about the remaining 6 characteristics of an honeymoon and the boosters of honeymoon. And I'll take about 3 of it, the boosters of honeymoon. And I will lead you into the second season in marriage. I bless you. I don't know the crisis you are going through. I don't know your confusion about the relationship where you are in. I don't know. I've come across a lot. One of my little lady called me actually about a month ago. So I've been praying for God, believing the Lord for marital settlement, and for over 7 years, nobody has approached her. But we're done with prayers. She called not too long and says, I'm confused. I said, what are you confused about? She said, as I speak with you now, there are four men, and all of them are walking. All of them are black. I would have said, the fair one, she wants you, but all of them are black. All of them are like average height, and all of them are walking. And I'm confused. All of them are Christian. What am I going to do? And so some persons, when they go some confusion, and I feel that this love connect or love relationship talk can give you a edge, not to be carried away, not to be confused. The Lord bless you. We're going to meet again exactly by this time next week, Thursday. And you have your questions. I'm going to answer your questions. You can test it to this platform, like the platform, share it, and the God of heaven will bless you. Marriage is not built on handsomeness. It's part of it. You want to marry. If your basic look is on the physical look of the man, physical look of the woman, it's okay. But that is not the bedrock for an enjoyable marriage. Marriage is not built on connection. This person I want to marry, I've seen somebody I'm going to marry, she's connected to so and so person. She's connected to the governor of the state. She's connected to the ambassador that is sent to UK. She's connected or is connected. That is an ironic view. It is not the pillar building view of marriage. Marriage is also not built on what we call sanctimonial family background. It's not actually built on that. I want to marry this young lady because she came up from a wonderful background. Her parents are, wow, they are well known. Her parents or his parents have a household name. And so I want to marry him. I want to marry her. If it's okay. But that is not really, it's an ironic view. Marriage is not built on academic achievement or attainment. I'm going to marry this young man because he has gone to school, she has gone to school, he's a graduate. I've come across some persons who tell me, I'm not going to marry anybody who is not a graduate. And I asked them, you are a graduate? This one said, I'm not a graduate, but I must marry a graduate. Okay. So the measurement of a successful relationship or measurement of a successful marriage is like connected to academic attainment. Without that, no, it's an ironic view. I'm not saying that is not good. No, I didn't say so. But if that is your yardstick measurement to a obtainable marriage or successful marriage, no, you missed it. I've seen several marriages who have gone into that, and today there is nothing to write about it. In short, I came across a young man some years ago, that should be about 25 years ago, who said he's a learned colleague, he's a lawyer, and he said he wants to marry another learned colleague, want to marry a lawyer, which is not bad, it's okay. But you need to also know, if you're a Christian, you need to also know what is obtainable. So he went and picked a young lady and trained the young lady, and she became also a learned colleague, and the both of them were cat and dog in the house until the man ran out of that marriage like a madman. And so it's not. If that is your view to an acceptable marriage, it's a wrong view. Marriage is not also built on talents, giftings. You went to marry and they said, I'm going to marry this. Let's look at the church setting. I'm going to marry this young lady because her voice is wonderful. She's talented. Wow. Anytime she sings, anytime she talks, wow. It's okay. It's not actually a wrong thing, but it is not the pillar for a successful marriage. There are things that possibly, by the biblical truth of it, that is the key for successful marriage. Marriage is not also built on beauty. I said it that. Some are entering to marry because she's so beautiful, so beautiful. I got across to a young man. He said, one of the things why I want to marry this young lady is that she's so beautiful and she has an open teeth. Anytime she smiles, her teeth open and say, wow, I'm just melting. It's okay. If that is your view, it's okay. But I think that is not the right formula for a lasting relationship as far as marriage is concerned. It's not. Is beauty part of it? Yeah. Is awesomeness part of it? Yeah. Like my wife, wow. She's a beauty queen. So, is it? No. Some said, I'm going to marry somebody who is poor. So I know several persons who went into a relationship and married because the young lady is taller than them, and so they needed to have children who are also tall. They want to, he's taller than her, and it's okay. It is not a physical thing. It's not. If that is what you are looking at, okay, that is something that's supposed to come before. I've seen a marriage where a young man was married on the wedding day, and before the wedding day, it was like they were so excited. And immediately, as they were running up the wedding, the young man was to surprise the wife to be. They have wedded. She knew the former house where they were, and the week to the wedding, he has to get a new house, and just a surprise. And as they start leaving the venue, they left all the places. The woman was like, where are we going? He said, no, just close your mouth. It's just surprise. And they reach your place. No longer on the streets. It is now a bit close to Lane Beach. And the driver dropped them there. The woman refused to come out from the vehicle. She said, no. I'm not agreeing with you. I wouldn't be part of it. I'm not going to join you. And it was like that. The man started begging. I was called upon. Finally, she came down with her wedding gown, went to the house, sat on the bed with her wedding gown from that late evening till the following day with her wedding gown. Refused to remove her wedding gown. And that was the end of that marriage. The following day, she walked out of that marriage. And whatever. What do you call that? So you can decide how long will that marriage honeymoon going to be. If you want it to be for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 3 years, 4 years, it's okay. But commit with that means also say that there are some things that you can do to activate the period of your honeymoon. Some did not experience honeymoon. Some don't know what honeymoon is all about. Oh my dear, if you are not part of it, you don't know. Oh, you miss something. You are missing it. And so the honeymoon period is very, very important. There are some who have been in the marriage for 10 years, they are still in the honeymoon. Because no quarrel, no unnecessary misunderstanding. They are still cleaving together as one flesh. And it is like from one realm of excitement to another. And if you come into such families, you will just imagine yourself, what is going on here? Why my own is a center of endurance? And I'm going to tell you something, why some marriages are that way. Because after the honeymoon, you now enter into another season again. But before we go on, let me discuss with you, or possibly as a brief insight, concerning the pre-honeymoon season. You know this thing called marriage, we must have an understanding of it. You don't just jump into it. You don't just click on the road. No. There is what we call the will of God in marriage. In other words, every padlock has a key that has been glued with it. It does not matter how the padlock may look like. or the keys may be resemblant, but a key has been made for a one padlock. Before you were created, before you were born, something as far as a relationship is concerned was made for you. And so it is very, very obvious that you need to have understanding of it, and that can possibly help you to fulfill your marital desire, marital happiness around you, and to be blessed. And so before you go to enjoy what is called honeymoon, there are some things that you need as to help you, as to fulfill your marital destiny.